Welcome back, familiar, to another episode of the Rival Show, and I'm here with my main guy. Look at him, man's got chest, man's got vim, man's got man's got everything, bruv. You know what I mean? The hot sauce, picante, everything. He even put his shirt on. You know what I mean? Man's even arrived with his shirt. Deji Spurs. What are you telling me, my guy?
Yeah, I'm back, to be honest with you. I've been waiting for this moment, like that. Yeah, man has to just touch his hair, make sure the hat's fitting right now. It's been about time. It's about time that people start to show man some respect. You get what I'm saying? As I speak to you, bro, I have every right to pop my chest this week. I've got every right because Tottenham is in the draw for the last 16. As I told you, see, one thing, Northside, that you got to have to big up, you have to big me up on this, bro, is that man set the agenda from beginning. We topped our group. You understand what I'm saying? We topped our group. Big up Royal Spur. You get what I'm saying? I'm here to get respected tonight from all the Arsenal fans in the chat around the world. At least put some respect on it because people were telling me Tottenham was going to go out in the groups like stupid. Those people were the delusional ones, like delusional, idiot things. I'm telling you what's going to happen and you're there chatting hella crap. And we're still doing our thing in the league, Playboy. We're in for, you get me? We're still doing our thing. Yes, I'm not happy, and a big up to Craig because he knows the movement has to start now. Deji at the wheel. I need to be at the wheel because I don't know what Conte is doing. My man tried to play Sessegnon right wing back. I mean, it was a disaster of a first half. But, bro, look, I'm happy. I'm happy because I feel vindicated. You go, like that. I had to tell Northside.
Vindicated about what? You lot ain't won nothing. Like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean about?
It's a step, bro. We're a step closer to the prize.
And you listen. Before we get into that, because listen, everyone that's only tuning in now and hasn't been keeping up with the Rival Show, welcome. But Deji did start when we started this Rival Show. He made the prediction that Spurs will win either the Premier League or the Champions League. So that's why his chest is up. They're still in the running to win the league and still in the running to win the Champions League. Do I believe they're going to win either one? No. Do I think that Spurs have the ability to win a cup this season? Yeah, I do. I think they could win an FA Cup or a Carabao, but definitely not a Premier League or a Champions League. Listen, Spurs won 2-1. What do you make of this game? Because you went 1-0 down, and at halftime, man was bantering you. Man was sending you voice notes. Obviously, I spoke too early. You know what I mean? I had Agent Guendouzi, Agent Sanchez there. You know what I mean? Agent Tavares there cooking you lot by halftime. You know what I mean? And to be honest, they should have won it. Kolasinac, I don't know how he missed that. They had other opportunities as well. There was a header by Sanchez that only just went wide. You lot almost got cooked this game, and I can't believe you actually got the win. But are you happy? Are you happy with the win? You happy with the performance?
Well, of course I'm happy because Tottenham topped the group and we went through to the knockout stages. And the good thing is that we're on the right side of the draw. So the big boys are on the left and the minnows are on the right. So it's Tottenham, you get me, PSG, like that. The Bayern Munich, we're not doing Zurich or any of them idiot teams. We're doing with the big boys. Do you know what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm happy with us going through. Bro, it was ugly. I'm not going to lie to you. It was an ugly performance in the sense that I almost think Tottenham deliberately set out to not do anything in the first half. But the thing with setting out with that kind of tactic is you are really hoping that the team can pull something out the bag in 45 minutes. And I don't really like that type of game because for me, that's poker. It's high stakes poker, really and truly. But to be fair, Tottenham went a goal down because in that first half, it was a disaster. We didn't touch the ball. Sessegnon was on the right. Perisic, it was a joke thing. It was a joke. And then Son had to go off with an injury. It just wasn't looking right. Lucas Moura has fallen on the floor. The usual thing. But second half, Tottenham took the game to Marseille in the Velodrome. And you got to understand that the night before, you know what? I kind of like the way that Europeans do their thing, bro. They do their thing. You know what they were doing? These man was dirty. We would never do something like this. The Marseille fans outside Tottenham's team hotel were letting off fireworks during the night. They were letting off fireworks at 1:30. They did a barragement, and then they did another one at 4:30. So they made sure that the Tottenham players weren't getting any sleep. But, bro, you know what? I'm not going to lie. Second half, we just did our thing. Højbjerg, for me, has been one of our best players this season because my man he's just turned it on from nowhere. Do you know what I mean? He's just come out of nowhere, turned on the heat, and he's just playing out of his skin. So for me, him and Bentancur running things. I just want Conte to do the right thing. Even though we got the result, the obvious thing to do, he brought on Emerson Royale. I'm thinking, we are chasing the game. Bring on Spence. Like, what is going on here? I can't understand. We need the pace. We need the composure. We need the finish. But, bro, what can I say? I did say that this was going to happen, bro. That if Conte keeps getting results, people are just going to take it for what it is. But I'm saying, for me now, I need to be at the wheel because this brother is 100% crazy. But, bro, look, I'm happy. I'm on cloud 9. The last 16, there was a moment we were out. We were out of the Champions League. We were in the half time. We were bottom of the group. Do you get me? And Tottenham pulled it. And your beloved Sporting Lisbon, your beloved.
I'm a Benfica fan, bro.
Well, I know you're Benfica, but the way you were wax lyrical about Sporting Lisbon when they beat Tottenham, we could have thought man was wearing green, white, green. Do you know, like that? Yeah.
They did touch you, though. They did touch you.
I hope you get Sporting Lisbon in the next round of the Europa League. I hope they slap you up. Do you get me? In the way that I think. I'm wishing for two things for Arsenal in the Europa League. I'm hoping that you lose to Zurich and you finish second in your group. And I'm hoping that you draw Barcelona or Sporting Lisbon in the next round. That would be so much joke for you minnows. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm happy, bro. I can't lie. I'm happy. I'm happy.
We can see you come up with the shirt, bro. At halftime, I was ready to cook you. I was ready. I was like, yo, I can't wait for Rival Show, you know. I can't wait. Let's do it tonight. I was like, puta que. Let me schedule it. Let me do it for tonight, yeah. But then, you know, obviously turned it around. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, yeah. The thing I told you that how long can you sustain playing like this is showing because you only just about got the job done against Bournemouth. You only just about got the job done against Marseille. Yes, they're wins, and I get it. But you lot are winning this way all the time. And eventually, for me, it's going to catch up to you. Eventually, you will get found out playing like this. I
have to admit, I totally agree with you. But what I will say is that when people say it's luck, it can't be luck, bro. Because remember, we scored in the last minute against Sporting Lisbon and then VAR ruled it off. That should have been a win. We shouldn't even have had to worry about the Marseille game. Then we scored in the last minute against Bournemouth. Then we scored in the last minute against Marseille. You lot might call it luck. I call it fitness. You understand, bro? Like, the team keeps going with this never say die attitude until they say you don't stop playing until the final whistle, bro. And that's what the Tottenham boys are doing. They're not stopping the game until the final whistle. And big up to them. Look, Man United under Fergie, bro. That's what we call Fergie time, alive. Ain't that Fergie time? The amount of last minute winners, them United teams with Roy Keane, David Beckham, them man used to pull off. Bro, if you want to win a league, if you want to win a Champions League, then you've got to be ready to pull off results at the wire. And my team is doing it, exhibiting what I've been telling you from day dot, that we're exhibiting championship form, bro. So you can't hate on it, bro. You can't hate
but we're gonna compare to Man United, bro. Like, Man United weren't playing the type of football that you lot are playing. Like, literally, like, you're not seeing the best out of Kane, you're not seeing the best out of Son, you're not seeing the best out of your attackers. They have to have their little individual moments of brilliance, which is not going to happen every game. It didn't happen against Marseille. And I just don't really see you guys sustaining this. I do agree with you that Bentancur and Højbjerg are playing very, very well. But if they get injured, what happens? Because your midfield, without any of them, what is your midfield? Your midfield ain't that great. You know, who's on the bench in your midfield?
We've got Basuma on the bench. We've got Skip on the bench, bro. They can do it.
Yeah, but none of them are creators, bro. None of them are creators.
No. I think in January, Spurs will do well to get a creative midfielder. I think we're definitely missing a creative midfielder. And I would like to see Jed Spence start for Spurs. And dare I say it, It would be nice to get a backup for Kane, because for me, what I'm not liking is that Kane has played every game, every minute of every game, and that just can't be good. So we are literally, I'm not trying to wish bad on the player, but when you start to play the minutes that he's playing in the days that he's playing, he's risking injury. So I would love for Spurs to get a striker and like a James Maddison to come straight into the team, and we bad you.
Nah, you're not getting Maddison. Maddison's come to Arsenal, fam.
Maddison ain't coming to your team. He's not coming to your team. Why would he go to Arsenal when he can play Champions League football now? Why has he got to wait when he?
Because you ain't gonna win it, bro. Like, you're getting very excited. I'll be real with you. I understand why you're happy because you won. I get it. Yeah, I can't hate on that. Your team won, yeah. But you ain't winning nothing, bro. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, let's be serious, yeah. Like I told you, in your midfield, you got Skip. I don't even rate Skip that highly. You lot do, but that's because you don't have many midfielders. He's not all that. He's all right. He ain't all that. Then you've got Basuma, cool, but he's very defensive. He's not very versatile. He's good at doing one thing. You don't have another creative midfielder to come into this squad. You've got Kane, but if he gets an injury, Kane's at that age now. If he gets, I'm not wishing that on Kane. Let me make that clear. Don't wish injury on no one. But if he gets an injury like Van Dijk, is he coming back from it? We don't know. You know what I mean? If Kane is out, things are going sideways. And I know you got some rotation, but Kane is Kane, innit? He's your one world-class player, innit? So losing Kane is a mad thing. So just like Arsenal, you're 1 or 2 injuries away from a lot of it going sideways. Plus, you're not even playing the type of football that's going to get the most out of your attackers. Like, at the end of the day, for me, I'm not convinced, bro. Like, the way you lot are playing against Bournemouth, only just about doing, but you almost got touched by Bournemouth, bro. Then Marseille, you're 1-0 down at half time. You know what I mean? All these things, for me, I'm not really seeing it. I think you had a good transfer window in the summer, but you need another good one in January. And if you address it, then I'll change the way I feel about Tottenham if you address some of these areas. Because I feel like you're talking about winning form. Bro, the football's bad, bro.
Bro, look, I'm not gonna lie, the football is not great, and it's the one thing that is peeing me off about Conte. But the solution is very, very simple. He's just got to start Spence. And I just feel, but you know what? Can I just be real though?
And you need another the only good centre back.
The reason why Tottenham's football is the way that it is because of people like you and a lot of the people in the chat. You know why? you man, and you as well, Northside, you will constantly draw out Tottenham for not winning the trophy. Yeah. So what has Tottenham done? Because Tottenham is renowned for playing the football that you man are playing right now. Let's be real. You lot were the one doing the 1-0 under George Graham, not us. Do you get me? But because the Spurs board have bought into, we got to win a trophy, it doesn't matter, even if it's one of the Mickey Mouse Cups. We've had to go for proven cup winners like Mourinho first, and then Conte, which means that we are selling ourselves to the devil in order to bring a trophy home to appease you, man. Now, the good thing about when I was on Forward's show yesterday is that an Arsenal fan said this to me. And you know what? I'm going to hold on to this. He said, if Tottenham win the Champions League, it trumps anything that Arsenal's ever done.
No, I wouldn't say ever.
No, he did, no. And let me repeat it. He said it trumps anything you've ever done because you, man, have never won the Champions League. So if Tottenham win the Champions League before Arsenal, you lot have to just sit down and settle yourself. And you know what? We are literally 4 games from that very, very moment. You understand what I'm saying to you?
No.
So for me,
I can't co-sign that. Whoever said that is a filo puta. You can't come out with
career carambas.
I'm going to explain why, but you go on, land.
Yeah. So for me now, you got to put some respect on it that we're doing something that you, man, haven't done and are struggling to do.
Oh, you're going on like you in the final, bro. You just qualified for the last 16, bro. Relax.
No, bro. I'm just saying, if Tottenham wins the Champions League, you and the Arsenal faithful are done. You know that, innit?
No. Okay, let me explain. Aston Villa got a Champions League medal. Yeah? A Champions League trophy. Are they bigger than Arsenal? No. Nottingham Forest have got 2. Are they bigger than Arsenal? No, they're not. So you can't say that, bro. There's clubs already, yeah, that have Champions League medals, Champions League trophy in this division, and they're not bigger than Arsenal, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that
Bro, I
statement.
don't think it's about the size of the club, bro. It's about the size of the trophy.
But we're not. Because
Right now,
bro, when you add up all the trophies, even you lot, when you add up all the trophies,
even Pep will say to you, winning the he would rather win the Champions League above the Prem. You lot would rather win Champions League above the Prem. You know why? Because you've done Prem. You've done it a couple times still, but you've never done Champions League. But Tottenham could win the Champions League before you and City. That trumps anything you lot have done in recent years, bro. And I think you just have
in recent years, yes. In recent years, I agree with you.
Because what I'm not having from you in May, because I'm already looking ahead. Do you get me? I'm already looking ahead.
This guy really thinks we're gonna win Champions League. Fucking hell.
What I'm not having from you in May is, Deji, you lot are well done for winning the Champions League, but it's only one. No, you can't do that talk. Once we've won Champions League, I take over your show, bro. I take over your show. I take over your channel. I take over your subscribers. It's as simple as that. Yeah, no respect. That's how it's gonna. That's how it's gonna run, bro. That's how it's gonna run. So I think all in the chat. Let's be real. If Tottenham win the Champions League, let's all agree that it trumps anything you lot have done.
We're not agreeing to nothing. If you're saying, you said this last time, if you're talking about since 2004, since we won the league and all the FA Cups we've won, of course it trumps that. Of course. Yeah. I'm not going to deny that. It's a Champions League. But to say you're a bigger club just because of one Champions League.
No, yes, bro. You can't deny that. You can't
Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa. Like I said, if there's one fraud in the big six, let's be real, it's you lot. You lot ain't got the trophy haul to be talking to anyone. You lot's trophy haul in the big six here is actually appalling, bro. Actually appalling. Like Arsenal's fallen off, and you know I hold my club to high standards because I grew up on it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the history of my club. The history of your club ain't the same. So we can't really be comparing this, bro. Like at the end of the day, one Champions League gets you above a lot of clubs. And yes, you have a European Cup that Arsenal don't have, but it doesn't make you overall. Because when we're stuck in all the trophies, when you're looking at trophies, you have to add them all up.
No, we're not doing
yes, you do.
I've already talked.
Yes, you do. You can't say 13. I'm sorry, but you can't say one Champions League is equal or more than 13 league titles. It's not more than 13.
Have you won 13 league titles?
Arsenal's won the league 13 times. No, I'm saying the history of my club.
No, don't do league. Do Premier League.
Bro, it's the same thing. Most of Real Madrid's champion. Wait, you can't do that, bro. Half of Real Madrid's Champions Leagues, was before the Champions League, bro. Before changing to the Champions League, bro.
Can I be real?
Come on, bro. That's pathetic.
Bro, with respect, I don't want to hear about no trophy that came before Sky Sports.
Bro, all your trophies come in black and white TV. You can't talk to me about when trophies came, bro. No. What are you talking about?
No.
What are you actually talking about?
No trophy that came before Sky Sports, bro. I'm being
real. But forget Sky Sports. Yours was back when our grandparents were just.
That's fine. But what I'm telling you now, the two Premiership titles you man won, the 2 or 3. Look, every Arsenal fan is saying they want to win the Champions. I reckon Champions League is at least
you're bugging out, bro.
2 league titles, bro.
Huh?
It's equivalent to 2 league titles.
What? Champions League?
Yeah. I bet you Pep would swap 3 of them league titles for a Champions League.
Yeah, of course, because he's already won the Prem. So I get that. But at the end of the day,
it's the same for you, man.
Champions League equals 2 Premier Leagues, bro.
Yeah, I reckon it does, bro.
So how does that trump our history, bro? You made that statement. I didn't make that statement. If you say it's bigger than what we've done in recent years,
but it's definitely bigger in recent years because you man have been doing Community Shield.
Cool, but you're taking it too far, bro. You just about beat a bummy Marseille that has Arsenal rejects, and now you're here twerking, getting bare happy, bro. You're not even in the final yet.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me ask you a question because I knew you was gonna go, and then you took the bait. I knew you was gonna go. So why not Spursy last week said to us? I said this is the best Arsenal performance league since the Invincibles, yeah? And then why not Spursy said no, 2012, 2014 was the best Arsenal team. Then I went and asked you, bro, where did Arsenal finish in 2012, 2014? Yeah, exactly. We don't know, bro. No one gives a damn about how you performed that year. No one, you don't even remember where you finished. So what we're doing here, bro, is you're telling me about Marseille, but nobody's gonna care that Kolasinac missed in the last minute. Sanchez fluffed his lines. Nobody gives a damn. All we're gonna know is that in 2022, before the Qatar World Cup, Tottenham was in the last 16. You understand?
So what, bro?
As one of the big eight. As one of the big eight, bro. True or false?
On this show, yeah, have I ever came up to you and said, you know, yeah, we qualified for the Champions League for 25 years and we got past around the 16 this many years, bro? I don't expect this from you, bro. This is a my diarrhea that's coming out your mouth. Who cares? If you don't win the thing, who cares? This is the last discussion that we had when you were telling me, oh, what would you rather, a trophy or qualifying for Champions League? Bro, I had qualification Champions League. They don't. Bro, in the history books, no one cares if you qualified for the Champions League unless you win it, bro. We've qualified for 25 years, so what does that count for? You know what I'm saying? All my life, we've been finishing above you lot, getting Champions League football, bro. So what? Ultimately, if you're not winning trophies, it doesn't count for the trophy hall. And as a club, the only reason you lot are in the big six, the only reason you're even in there, yeah, and the way you're like, oh, it doesn't matter how big a club is. That is the only reason why you're part of the big six, because of your fan base. It's not because of your trophies, bro, because nobody even goes in the trophy cabinet because you ain't winning nothing. Right, so, real talk, I don't know what you're on today, bro.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but can we just agree on this? Man is allowed to pump his chest until we're out. Because you're taking it too far. You know why? Because you keep telling me something that ain't happened yet. Because you're talking to me as if we've been knocked out.
Yeah, but you're talking to me like you won it.
No, but we're still in though.
Yeah, but you ain't won it.
I'm allowed to talk this way until we're no longer in it.
Bro, you're talking to me like you won something. You've been qualified for the last 60. Bro,
the problem is the final is in May.
Huh?
What do you want me to do? The final's in May, bro. We can only do.
Bro, keep your powder dry, bro. Because
I'm not keeping my powder dry. What we can do, bro? I'm following the schedule, bro. I'm following the schedule. I can't speed things up because we got a Qatar World Cup of messing up the whole feng shui. So, bro, according to the schedule, we're doing our bit. That's all I'm saying, bro. I know you don't like how it's coming across. Look, Chelsea Dan, you in the chat, you need to hush your gums. And I'll tell you why you need to hush your gums. Because you were pumping your chest last week about your team. You were wax lyrical about Chelsea. You got slapped up by Brighton. Yeah, let me remind you, 4-1. I'm surprised that you're in your underwear right now, tapping away, bashing away on the keyboard right now with the fan on. I am surprised. Because if I got slapped up by Brighton 4-1, I would come on a humble thing. You understand? Like that? Humble. Yeah? You hush your gums because you're below Spurs in the league.
Yo, you know, yeah, Deji was stressed at half time, bro. Stressed. When man is voice like, yo, why you coming for man? Like, why you know, yeah, he was not looking forward. At half time, he was not looking forward to the rivalry.
I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie.
Because of that, yeah, that is why you got your chest out too high. I'm gonna allow you today because I thought like maybe the fact that you're almost out, it's got to your head, you know what I mean? You still got a hot head. Some caramba, some pukaria happened over there. I don't know, bro, but you need to chill out, bro. You need to put it on ice.
I'm smoking. Everyone's getting smoked up today.
If Tottenham win the Champions League, I'll do a forfeit of your choice. That's how confident people are that you ain't gonna win the Champions League.
Hey, clip this, bro. NS Sports, big up to you. Big up to you for the super chat, but also big up to you for pumping your chest with that comment. That bit there needs to be clipped at what? 24 minutes? Yeah. Clip this.
I said, yeah, clip this. Bro, I don't understand where all this chest is coming from, Dej, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you lot had Langley.
Yeah, he scored.
He scored. And then you had Højbjerg score to save you lot, and you lot are talking with chest. You lot are going on like you blitz Marseille, or you know your ballers are balling.
Oh, we hit the crossbar as well, bro. Remember, we hit the crossbar, yeah. Put some respect on it. We hit the crossbar.
Oh, you know,
going away to Marseille is not a joke. Everyone said to me, "Nah, rare, this and that. It's the cauldron. You get me? Witches are flying everywhere. I don't give a damn. Get me? We went there and we slapped them up real quick, and then we took a croissant and went home. You know, like that. That's what we did. We took a croissant and went home, bro. Slapped them up. Yeah, real talk.
Come on,
right
man.
now,
bro, they got a washed up Alexis Sanchez, the Guendouzi that got kicked out. You know what I mean? A Tavares that ain't good enough, and you're telling me, oh, it's hard to go down there. Eric Bailly, that's flipping got kicked out.
You can't,
bro. They got a bunch of rejects, bro.
You can't beat.
And they almost
you can't beat Marseille, bro. You can't beat Marseille.
No, they almost touch you, lot. Bro, I think, no, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think we would beat Marseille. I'm not even gonna lie.
Low side, do you know what? Can I be real? It's difficult to tell. Let's be real. It's difficult to tell whether you would or not beat Marseille because you man are playing in a lesser competition.
And we're playing in a lesser competition,
bro. Can I be real? Can I be real? Can I be real? Let me ask you a quick question. So far, let me equalize this for you. Let me equalize this for you because I feel like I've been out of line. Let me apologize, Pukaria Kalamba. Let me apologize. In Europe this season, yeah, let me drop it like that. In Europe, so I can show you a lot of respect. Have you had an intense match? Has it had any atmosphere? Has it been, you know, full of bluster, full of energy? Maybe the PSV game. That was probably the closest match you man have played to a Champions League level type of game. Could we agree that?
You've seen your club more years in the Europa League than you have in the Champions League.
Oh, gosh, bro, what is this, brother? I'm talking about this year, bro.
No, but you're coming up with, yeah, but you're not in the Europa League. Bro, that was your home. For my whole childhood, up until now, it's been your home, bro. You know what I mean? Now you're talking with chess. At the end of the day, yeah, it's all good being...
I apologize.
This is the thing with Tottenham. I'll be real, yeah? You man are just happy, yeah, being a part of the show. You don't want to be the main man of the show. You'll be happy being a backup dancer. You know what I mean? Being backup dancing. When you're in the league, you lot are more happy just to qualify for Champions League. You lot don't want to win the league. You lot are more than happy to be, but we're qualified for the Champions League. Even the other week when we were discussing it, I said it's better to win a trophy. You're like, no, I want to qualify for top four. Top four don't give you no trophy. You know what I mean? It doesn't bring you anything. It gives you a chance to win in Europe. And if you don't win, well, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So ultimately, bro, it's all good that you're in the Champions League. If you're not winning it, trust me, take it from an Arsenal fan that's qualified for a lot more years than you lot. If you're not going to be serious and go out there and actually challenge and actually take it serious and actually try to win it, it don't mean anything. And when we look at sizes of clubs, you don't look at, okay, Premier Leagues, European Cups, Cups, FA Cups, Carabao Cups, and all the times this club is qualified for Champions League, no one cares. You're right. Come on, bro. Like, come on. You can't tell me, yeah, that you don't care about FA Cup, Carabao Cup. And then you're there telling me about, but we qualify for Champions League.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that, bro, so far, let me just qualify something, because you're saying we're just there for the show, yeah? But winning your group is hardly there for the show.
Bro, you know before this game, you lot could have finished bottom, bro.
Bro, I'm just saying. No. You see this would have something. We're not doing hypotheticals here tonight. You like to do the hypothetical thing. I did hypothetical. Tottenham finished top of their group. Yeah?
Bro, it's not hard. You have the easiest group in the Champions League.
Oh, gosh.
Come on, you know that's true. No. But real talk, bro. Say wallahi. Do you not have the easiest group in the Champions League?
This is why I need to pin you down. That's why I'm trying to pin you down on this Champions League.
In Marseille. Come on,
you're going to be the one that tells me, you've only won one trophy in 20 years.
No, you're over-gassing it. So I need to bring you back down to earth, because you're over-gassing it. You should be happy. You're over-gassing the thing now.
I'm just telling you what it is, bro. I'm just saying, winning your group, coming first in your group, is hardly taking part. Taking part would have been to get knocked out yesterday, or to even have joined you, man. Do you know, like, if we joined you in the Europa League, you know, so we took a step down to play with you lot in the Europa League, I would definitely have accepted all the comments and all the bluster that you're kind of giving me. But to finish top, doesn't matter how we've gone about it. We finished top. We're in the top 8 of the European teams. Let's be real, top 8. Until we get knocked out, bro, you can't really say what you're saying. But for me,
So you thought, yeah, a Champions League group of you guys, Frankfurt, Sporting, and Marseille is a tough Champions League group.
Bro, Frankfurt won the Europa League last year, bro. Let's put
my God. Yeah, and you've been cussing Arsenal just now for being in that competition. So what is it? You're bigging it up? Or
I'm just saying, Frankfurt already proved that they're too big for that competition by winning the Europa League. When you win the Europa League, then come and join us.
Bro, don't talk like you've won something in Europe, because you ain't. you know were in that competition your whole life and you never won it. So don't be talking like that. Did you even get to a final? No, you didn't.
What, so in the Champions League? We got to a final against Liverpool, remember?
No, in the Europa League.
Bro, like I told you, I'm not really...
Oh, small things, yeah? Small fry, but you never won it. That's exactly, bro. You know what I'm talking about, fam. You're too shameless today. I swear down, this guy, bro. You know when you get the most shameless Deji, yeah, is when he's got the shirt on. That is the most shameless Deji, bro. I swear down, this guy, this finger that puka, bro. Yeah,
Pukaria Karamba. I've been getting trolled. The amount of people DMing me in my you know what? It's got so bad of recent. A man can't even check his WhatsApp. You know, like that. I can't check my WhatsApp messages. Look how long it took me to reply you. That's because I've been avoiding it. Do you get what I'm saying? But now I was able to go through all the messages one by one, clean up the thing. The truth of the matter is, I know. Look, there's going to be ups and downs. That's football. And that's the beauty of the game. Do you get what I'm saying? Entertainment. For me, you might say it's ugly football, but I think Tottenham's game yesterday, even the neutral enjoyed it, bro. I think the neutral was happy for Spurs. Do you get what I'm saying? And if the neutral's happy, what kind of... Who am I to deny it? Football's here to entertain, bro. We're supposed to be entertained. It's an entertainment. It's a sport. We're not here to do this kind of dead food. You lot slapping up Nottingham Forest. Nobody was moved by it. It was so bad that I don't think... I skipped it on Match of the Day. It was, you know what I mean? Well, we're not watching this. Do you know what I mean? We need something more proper, you know? And I watched the Brighton spanking of Liverpool. Yeah, something different, something new. But kind of standard stuff, boring. We're not doing boring stuff. Deji's right. We're all on the same level.
You lot almost got slapped up and touched by Bournemouth. You like the fact that Marseille almost knocked you out. You like that, yeah? That's more entertaining for you.
Do you know what it is, bro? Can I just say something? Because me and you, over the last few months, we've become boys. You know, look, ladies and gents, everyone in the chat, those of you in your underwear who's bashing away on the keyboard with the fan on, me and Northside, we are bros now. Do you get me? But what I won't do is allow my bro to make a mistake. We're not doing hypotheticals, bro, because you keep telling me if Marseille and if Bournemouth. The fact is, bro, Bournemouth didn't, Marseille didn't, bro. They didn't.
But you winning the Premier League or the Champions League, is that not hypothetical? Because that ain't happened.
It is, but looking at the points right now, looking at the league table and looking at the moves that we're making in the Champions League, we're still in with a shout. And that's all I can ask for right now. You can't tell me Tottenham's not in with a shout for the league or the Champions League. Like Arsenal are in the title challenge. I mean, I got Arsenal fans being pussies. I'm saying Arsenal are now legitly in the title challenge, and I got Arsenal fans telling me no. What's going on?
We are, bro.
You're in the title challenge. It is.
But there's one thing saying win it, and there's another thing saying that you think you're going to win it. So Spurs are in the title race, but do I think that Spurs will win the league? No.
Bro, you are 2 points clear of Man City. You're in a title challenge, and yes, you could win it. If you keep going, if you keep like this to the end of the season, you win by 2 points. Why can't you just... Why has Arsenal fallen from grace so far that you can't allow yourselves to hope and dream? Because right now, you man are a bit too... You're so realistic. It's gone left. It's gone the other way.
For me,
doing well.
We're in it. Do I think we're gonna win it? No. Can the club change my mind? Yeah, go out there in January and get the players that we need. So I do believe that we're in it. Do I think that we can sustain this run? No. A lot of business that needed to be done in the summer didn't get done, which is why you saw I was full of a lot of praise for Tottenham, because I felt like you guys actually tackled a lot of positions that you were weak in. Of course, you didn't get everything done, but you got a lot of it done, a lot more than what we did, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I was annoyed by that. Now in January, we need to go out there and strengthen, because, you know, times this season, we had 15, 16-year-olds on the bench. We've had players like Eddie Nketiah that we know ain't good enough on the bench. And we have Fabio Vieira that we know ain't good enough on the bench. And, you know, it's not been good enough. And when we've taken on, I mean, barring the performance against Nottingham Forest, when we bring in on these players that are bench players onto the pitch and onto the game to affect the game, a lot of them have not, barring Reece Nelson. But take away the Nottingham Forest game, he's been poor. So we need to reinforce.
Bro, I disagree. You know what? For the first time in almost 10 weeks, I think I'm gonna have to disagree with you tonight. I think. Look, bro, I'm seeing similarities between your side and the Leicester City side that won the league. When Leicester won the league, did anyone think they were going to win the league? I mean, apart from the guy that put 50 quid on Leicester to win the league, since then, they've never done it. I think he was going to make 250 grand or something stupid. He was going to make 50 bags on it. It hasn't happened since. But nobody thought Leicester was going to win the league. Their team, they didn't really reinforce in Jan. They had Ranieri in charge, and they bloody won the league. Bro, I look at it like this, that Arsenal, with your current squad, with the way that you man are moving right now, you man can win the league. You don't need to reinforce. You man can go on like this. I really think you can.
Nah, I have to disagree with you, because at the end of the day, we did this mistake last season and we fell off. The problem is we got a lot of our starting lineup are youngsters, and a lot of them have been used. Even in Europa, me and you have both sat here and discussed and said, you know, we haven't been looking that great in the Europa. A lot of those players, we've not been looking that good, and a lot of players in those squads have been starting 11 players. At the end of the day, we've got way too many competitions, and we do not have the depth, and we will burn them out. And eventually, we'll have the same problem that we had last season, which is you get to the crunch end of the season, and a lot of players are losing form, or they're getting injuries, or they're fatigued. Bro, it doesn't work. We can't have all these players playing in the FA Cup, the Carabao, Europe, and in the Premier League, bro. Because as soon as we fill this squad with the rotation players, bro, some of the shocking performances I've seen in the Europa League already so far from Arsenal has been shocking. So I can't agree to that, bro.
Are you not going to play your youths in the Carabao Cup and FA Cup?
Bro, that's what we used to do with Arsene Wenger. Obviously, with Mikel Arteta, I don't know. Like last season, he threw away the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So we don't know.
Why do you think he threw it away, the FA Cup and Carabao?
I don't feel like he took it that serious. And some of the teams that he put out last season, I wasn't that convinced, and I felt like you're not really going for it. I feel like he knew he had a small squad, so he said, "Let me focus this small squad just in the Premier League." Do you know what I mean? And he threw it away. So I don't really feel like he's a manager that's good at actually, like, I don't think he's good at man management. You know, Saka went down against Nottingham Forest. This is because this player is playing almost every single game. And not every player is going to be like a Harry Kane, where they don't normally pick up that many injuries in conjunction with the amount of games that they play and being able to be selected every single game in every competition. You can't do it.
Well, I think
playing.
I think a couple of things. I think maybe Arteta has the same view that I have in relation to those cups. He maybe considers them to be Mickey Mouse. But I think that because Saka is young, he plays the game with full bluster. You get me? And Harry Kane, when he was younger, was getting bare injuries. The reason why he gets less injuries now is, one, he knows his body more, but he doesn't make them crazy runs. Like, he's very cautious with how he does things, because you know, Harry Kane was very much kind of injury prone. But look, I'm gonna give Arsenal more credit than you're willing to give them, because I feel like the way you disposed of Nottingham Forest on the weekend made me feel that you man are to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? You man are probably the real deal, because now we're looking at 12 games, bro. You guys are still top. That is not a joke. I think the only thing that can come against you, man, and I hope it happens, I'm not going to lie, I hope it does happen, is that you, man, get derailed simply because you lose momentum because of the World Cup. Because football is about momentum, football is about rhythm. Do you get me? Other teams are gonna have a month also to recalibrate, sort out certain things within their squads. And I think Arsenal is the only team right now who is wishing that the World Cup was in the summer. Because I think you're the only team wishing the World Cup was in the summer. Because I feel, why would you want this run to stop? Why would you want to stop playing when you man are on a high? You can come back on Boxing Day, and that edge that you've had for the last couple months, that edge is just gone. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think you man are probably dreading this World Cup, and rightly so, because I don't think you guys are going to hit the ground running in the way that you guys are going to finish. Because I can see you winning your last 2 games. Oh, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what you man do against Chelsea this weekend. It will be interesting to see what you do. If you beat Chelsea on the weekend, then even I have to sit up and say, you man are the real deal. If you beat Chelsea, would you not say that you guys are the real deal?
Nah, not yet. Nah.
I don't know. Are you one of them ones where you save all this money in your bank account for a rainy day, and when the rainy day comes, you still don't touch it? Because what's it going to take for you to give your team a bit of props, bro?
Bro, let me get this straight. It's not that I'm not giving this team props. It's that I can see that there's still little things that are going to hinder us in winning this league. We're going up against Manchester City, yeah? You have to be well organized. You have to be at your top game, because look at Liverpool. They've only won 1 Premier League since Pep's been, manager of Man City. That shows you the levels, bro. So the thing is that I respect Pep and City, what they've been able to achieve so highly, that I'm thinking this is good, but we need to go up a couple of levels. When you're looking at the fact that we don't have any good rotation in this squad apart from left back, that shows you that that's going to be a problem. Yeah, you cannot expect no injuries, no lack of form, no suspensions. You know what I mean? You can't expect none of that. Like, you can't expect that your team is not going to have any of that. Second of all, when you're looking at this team, there is still holes in this team. We don't have a great deep line playmaker. We have Xhaka. He's good. I wouldn't say he's world class. We don't have actually a striker that is a clinical striker in front of goal. Gabriel Jesus has not scored in 5 games now? So this is always going to happen. And then we've got Eddie Nketiah to fill in if the guy gets injured or is suspended or isn't scoring or you need another striker. Then you've got our 2 wingers. We don't have rotation. ESR's injured. Then you've got, who else? Marquinhos can't get a game. He had 1 game in the Europa League, can't get a game again. Pepe's been loaned out. So who's going to rotate with Martinelli and, and Saka? Reece Nelson, he had a good game against Nottingham Forest. When's the last time? Can anyone tell me the last time he had a good game? Because 1 good game doesn't mean that you're a good player now. You have to be consistent. Then you're looking at our centre.
Last time I saw
Gabriel against Nottingham Forest passed it straight to Lingard, bro. And luckily the guy kicked it straight to the goalkeeper. Gabriel's been making mistakes almost every single game. We've only got Saliba that's been our most solid centre-back. Then we're playing centre-backs as full-backs. Eventually, they will get caught out because they're not full-backs. They are centre-backs. You know what I'm saying? So these are little things that I can see and think, we need to change that. We still got the problem that if Partey's injured, you have El Nene. El Nene ain't good enough. You've got Martin Odegaard that turns up most games. Listen, he was all right against Nottingham Forest, but most games he turns up for 45 minutes, then he goes. Then you got Fabio Vieira that comes off the bench. But that guy, he's been poor even in the Europa League against Bodo and Zurich. Then you got Lokonga. Bro, I don't even know what this guy's good at, bro. I don't actually know what this guy's good at. So there's a lot of things that, it's all good going now, but there's a lot of things to be like, yo, if we don't rectify that in January, I'm seeing the wheels falling off, bro, because it ain't good enough. Gabriel Jesus, when we bought him, how many Arsenal fans were gassed? Now we're seeing, I said it when we first got him and I was deemed negative. I said, this guy's not clinical. This guy's not going to get you 20, 25 goals a season. That's not his game. He does all the donkey work. He's excellent at that. He's a great technical footballer. He's not a killer in front of goal, bro. And it's showing.
He's no Kane or Son.
Bro, he's not a killer in front of goal, bro. He's not. He's not a killer like Kane. I don't know about Son, but he's not a killer like Kane. Because Son as well, as much as you're trying to be cheeky with it, Son, even this season, you know, some games he's
Yeah, but
unplayable, other games he goes
this is the first season he's gone missing, bro. Let's be real.
No, but he does have those patches in his game.
He has a patch, yeah. He'll come back. He'll come back. You know, quality will always shine through. As for Jesus, this is what he's about.
Literally, all those things I've just told you, all of that needs to not happen for us to continue this form.
That's fair.
What's
That's
the
fair.
likelihood?
But so far, so good.
So far, so good. If we go out and get the reinforcements, I'm going to be a lot more optimistic. It's not that I want to be pessimistic, but I'm not going to be blind to things that I know need to be rectified. It's like you as a Tottenham fan saying we don't need another striker. We don't need another creative midfielder. You know, in case something happens, we don't need maybe another fullback. Our centre backs aren't really of the level. We need another centre back. If you're going to be blind to that just because you're winning right now, eventually you're going to get egg in your face because those things will come to light further down the season. It's just being real about it. But I can still say that Arsenal are doing very well. We are. Listen, let's move on. Since you want to touch on it, let's move on to Arsenal. We did very well, bro. And I can't lie. Like, I was happy with the 5-0 thrashing. I think it was the first game where we had a top to bottom full performance where defensively we were solid. Midfield was playing very well and the attack played very well. And I had a very positive review, bro. But at the end of the day, it's Nottingham Forest, bro. They're there for the taking, bro. They're there for the taking. I don't rate them. I don't know. I don't know what you make of Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I was just reading some of the comments here real quick from some of the people. But yeah, no. Look, for me, you made light work of Nottingham Forest, and I have to say I was surprised at how you disposed of them, because really what you did was you disposed of them. You made them look like youths. You made them look like a championship side, to be honest, even League One. So for me, I thought it was an impressive performance from you guys, and I thought it was a statement. I thought it was Arteta letting the league know that Arsenal are in for this title thing. This thing where they're top of the league is not a joke. They're here to stay. They're here to be to put Man City on a run for their money. And that's probably the only thing that I'm grateful for Arsenal for. Because had you, man, not had the sort of start that you've had this season, this league would have just been a wash. You know, Man City would just be top, and we would look like the Bundesliga or something, or even the Portuguese league, where it's just one team and then everyone's fighting for second. So I appreciate the fact that you're making it look like there's another team in this, and then obviously just slightly behind you, man, you two, is Spurs. You get me? So I do feel like the three of us are trying to fight for the championship, even though two of you are playing better football. But I have to say, from an outside perspective looking in, I don't know what it's going to take to stop you. I don't trust your team. I don't like your team. But they are doing what they need to do. That can't be denied. We're not dealing in hypotheticals. We're dealing in fact. And the fact that you made light work of Nottingham Forest. Remember, Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool the week before. And then you come and slap them up 5-0. I feel like you, man, are letting us know that you lot are the real deal, innit? And then we just want to see, you know, Wagwan, really, how far you can take it. So, well done to you guys. You can only beat what's in front of you. And for me, it was a wake up. I was like, right, okay, I might have to just take Arsenal a little bit more.
This is what I'm saying, bro. My match reaction was all positive, bro. And I had people in the comments, oh, no, sir, bro, you're not complaining. I'm like, bro, there's nothing to complain about. Do you think I want to make complaints, bro? I want to lift the Premier League. I want to lift the Champions League, bro. I don't want to find problems. But if I see problems and I think they're genuine issues, I'm going to highlight them. But I said, you know what? It was a complete performance. I'm not going to bring up any of my issues for that game and say, and just you know, critique the game and talk about the game. And that game, you know, I couldn't ask for any more. It was like, you know, can we have 6, 7, 8, 9? And that's what I want to see. Latimus Prime, big up, bro. And big up everybody else. Craig, AFC 87, all of you lot, the Royal Spur, all you guys, no matter who you support. Big up to all of you lot. BX Gunner, all of you lot. Big up, big up, big up. Latimus Prime says, question for Deji. So you were wrong about doubting Antonio Conte and wanting him out? Question.
No.
Don't go anywhere.
Just because I'm wax lyrical. What I'm bigging up is the fact that we're through to the next round. Am I wrong about Antonio Conte? I said it before. I said I like Conte. I just don't like what he's doing, and I don't like his stubbornness. Yeah. For me, he needs to play Jed Spence. Personally, I would have even preferred, dare I say it, to have gone out of the Champions League, because that would have been a big boy statement. And maybe then he would have had to look at the squad and change. What it means by Conte winning this way, it means there's more of this. I lie? Why would he change it if we're third in the league? Why would he change it if we're in the last 16 of the Champions League? So for me, Tottenham going through is like, oh, damn, another 5-6 more games of this crap. Do you get what I'm saying? He's not going to change it unless something drastic happens. Do you get what I mean? So I'm not saying I was wrong about doubting Conte. I still doubt him, but at the same time, if he's getting it, someone asked me, what's the difference between Mourinho and Conte? And someone tried to chop me up last week and say the biggest mistake Tottenham made was sacking Mourinho in the Carabao Cup final. Now, I would have sacked Mourinho before that final, because looking at the kind of body language of the Tottenham players, they look gone. We look like if we had turned up to that final, Tottenham was going to get slapped 10-0 because of the way that he had just sucked the life and soul out of that team. The stupidness Daniel Levy did was to then put Ryan Mason in charge. That's just dumb. If you're going to sack Mourinho, have a proper backup, someone who knows what they're doing. You put a you in charge and he messed up. My thing is, I think Conte, what I'm seeing of Conte and Spurs, and I think most Spurs fans will agree with me, I think we look stronger. I know it's mad to say, but we just seem to have a bit more going for us that we're more likely to get a better result under Conte. I think we go further. I think we get a trophy with Conte. It might be ugly. I think we do. I think Tottenham finish in the top 3 of the Prem playing this type of football. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know how, but he's doing it. I see Tottenham getting at least to the semi-finals of the Champions League, if not winning the whole thing. And look, getting to the semi-finals with this team playing that dusty football, you have to even say yourself, Northside, that's pretty impressive, because you never saw that coming. You never even saw us finishing first in the group. So for me, I have to say, yes, I would prefer Poch and the team, but if Conte somehow, by some miracle, is able to do what others didn't, then hey, I'm prepared to put my hand up and say, what do I know? But what I will say is this: let Conte lay the foundation, if that's what it is. But I know that Tottenham fans, after 2 years, 3 years, we're not putting up with this rubbish. Do you get what I'm saying? And then we have to bring in Chris Rock, just like if that is the the actual Chris Rock. Big up to you in the United States. I know you're dialing in from Los Angeles. I don't know why you're laughing like it's one of your comedy shows, like when I'm talking about semi-final. Yeah, this ain't stand-up raw or something, you get me? This is real. Tottenham can get to the semi-final of the Champions League under Conte. And just to put it into perspective, my jigger, in the next round, it's 2 legs. Yeah? And it's 3 games to get to the semis. So I'm not talking like I've been smoking ganja and bush. You understand? So understand yourself.
There you go. I don't know. I find it surprising, bro, because just a week ago, you already wanted this guy out. It was over.
I do want him out.
It's all about, we're definitely going to win Champions League. We're definitely going to
win. I never changed that. I still want him out if he ain't going to. All he's got to do is play Spence and we're calm. He's got to play the golden triangle: Basuma, Sessegnon, and Spence. If he's not playing the golden triangle, then he needs to get out of my club and I need to take charge, or we need to bring Pochettino back. However, whilst that whole madness is going on in the background, if he's taken us slowly towards what I've been telling you was going to happen before we kicked the ball this season, then, it is what it is. I'm not happy with the football, bro. Yesterday felt like a movie. I felt like it was, it was a movie yesterday. It felt like I was watching goal. But at the end of the day, he can hide behind the fact that the team has won. And in this game, as you said it yourself, your performances this season don't mean nothing if you win nothing, my jigger. And that, for me, as harsh as it sounds, is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. All the sexy football Arsenal been playing this year means diddly squat if you don't win. For me, if Arsenal don't finish in the top 4 with a trophy, this season's been a disaster. Arteta must go. He must leave. He must leave because you've got everything at your disposal to produce the goods.
Now I hear that. Natster says Deji would rather have finished third, dropping in the Europa League and winning it, or going out of the last 16 of the Champions League. Honestly, man, karma.
Okay. Do you know what, Natstar? That is a good question. Having been on the show and having getting chopped up by Arsenal fans on a daily basis, I have to say, if Tottenham dropped in the Europa League and won it, that's better than Luke coming out in the last 16. Of course it is, because at the end of the day, you man tell me it's all about the trophy. Even though I don't rate the Europa League, you know, Europa League is a better version of the FA Cup, in my opinion. Do you get me? But I would rather win the Europa League than come out in the last 16 of the Champions League for sure. But at the same time, I think you kind of set me up, Natstar, because you know that I'm a little bit like you in your club, innit? I'm all or nothing. Do you get me? I'm high stakes poker, black or red, I'm going all in, you know, like that. So for me, it's Champions League or the league. Anything else is Tom and Jerry. You know
No. You can't say Tom and Jerry, bro. Like winning Carabao or FA Cup is just about your level, bro.
No,
like,
bro.
That's more than you. That's about what you've seen in your lifetime. You ain't even seen the FA Cup.
Well, you can't say that, bro.
When's the last time you won the FA
You know
Cup?
what it is? I know I'm hurting you. I know I hurt your opinion. I hurt your opinion when I say it's Tom and Jerry, bro. You said it yourself on this show that Arteta didn't take those 2 cups seriously. You said it, not me.
Different levels, bro.
You said it.
Different levels. When Portsmouth won the FA Cup, to them, bro, that's like Champions League, innit? Because
you know what? No, let me help you out. Let me help you. I know where it is. This is a rival show, so you're not gonna put the respect on it. So I know where it is.
What do you mean, though?
Let me help you. You've
been mugging off my club the whole time.
No, you're right. I'm not. No more muggings now. Oh, if you man continue in the way that you guys are going, then you man will join us next season in the Champions League. How about that?
Yeah, that's calm. And I'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you now. That if Arsenal just qualify for the Champions League and don't actually go for it and be serious like we haven't the 25 years we qualified, then I don't really care. If you're going to be in it, go for it and be serious about it. Because qualifying for the competition means nothing if you ain't taking it serious. That just shows that the club just wants to get Champions League money.
But it would be nice for the Arsenal fans and the people to have some big clubs come to the stadium. Do you know what I mean? Have a nice listen to the Champions League music, have an Inter Milan, have a Real Madrid. You know, it just lifts the players. It just brings out something else in them. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know about you, bro. I don't know how you can pluck up the energy to watch a Zurich on a Thursday evening. Because I would rather watch Hollyoaks.
Okay, so all your life you ain't seen Tottenham in Europe then, because all your life you not been in Europa. So I don't know what you're getting at, my guy.
We've been in the Champions League as well, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that I'd rather watch Hollyoaks than watch Europa League.
Deduct 7 years from your life, you've been in Europa the whole time, bro. That's what you've been watching. That's what you grew up on. That's your roots, blood.
I'm being honest.
What are you talking about?
You know what? You're not going to hear any other Spurs fan on any stream say this. I hope Arsenal deliver the goods this season. You know, I hope that this thing that you're doing is not just some bluster. I hope that you guys can sustain it and be a real force again, because having to talk down to Arsenal fans on a weekly basis, it can be draining, bro. I get tired. It's not fun.
Bro, you better be calming down with them kind of things there. They'll call you what they call me. No, side, you're a fake fan. Look at this pussy, yo.
I want Arsenal to be a force again. How about that? Ain't that a nice thing to say?
It is, bro. I hope we win it too, bro. I hope we win it too. You know what I'm saying? I hope we win it too. Listen,
I hope you guys can be a force because
different requirements for different teams, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your club, yeah, even though you got a massive fan base, which you do. No,
and a massive stadium, the best stadium in world football.
Yeah, that's all great. But who cares if you're not accompanying that with trophies? Like Arsenal got a new stadium. I would take having Highbury and keep winning because we were winning at Highbury. We're winning trophies at Highbury. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole new stadium thing, who cares, man? Who cares? Like at the end of the day, I don't even go to matches like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like the atmosphere of the Emirates. I don't go to matches.
So would you be happy with 4th in the FA Cup this season?
4th in FA Cup?
Yeah.
Are you taking a piss?
No, bro.
You must be taking a piss.
No, I'm not.
You're being cheeky again, bro. What do you mean, bro? I'm not even answering that.
I'm just asking the question. I want to know what my bro here, Northside, would be satisfied with. Because I told you what I'm expecting from my team, but I need to know the levels of what you're expecting from your team.
The level should be being in the title challenge up until April, May. Yeah. If we don't win it, cool, we don't win it. But if we're in the title challenge to the death, I can't knock the team. I can't. And if we win the Europa League, then I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
So it's Europa League and 4th.
No, Europa League and win the league or be in the title race to the death.
Wow.
Like if we're in the title race till April, I'm going on till May, yeah, to the last couple of games of the season, and we're still in a title race and we win the Europa League, I can't really complain. Because if we just at the final, the final couple of games lose out to Man City and win the Europa League, I can lift up my hand and say, you know what, as much as I really want to win, because that's all I want for Arsenal is to win everything. That's what I want. That's what any fan wants. Yeah. I can say, you know what, it's Man City. Liverpool been going at them non-stop and they've only been able to win one Premier League. We are really, really progressing and we're actually going forward. And we're actually doing what I want us to do. We go again next year. You know what I mean? And then we got a Europa League title. Bro, I'll be happy, bro. I can't complain for that, bro.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to start celebrating in October, November, December that we're top of the league. Listen, I'm happy, but I'm not celebrating. Like, the league ain't done yet.
Yeah, so, okay, fair enough. At least you've got high hopes for your team. Do you know what I mean? Because I know some Arsenal fans would be happy with 4th with the FA Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? But I like what you're saying. In with a title challenge and Europe. I think that would be a good season for you, though. To be honest, that would be definitely a good season for you.
Sorry to say, Northside, great channel, but you are deluded to say that Spurs got most of their positions done in the window. Apart from Perisic, nobody gets into their starting 11. Please reply. Listen, bro, I think that I think they went and got out and I think they got a lot of positions that was needed, bro. Like, whether you rate a lot of those positions is another thing, but they actually went and tackled a lot of positions, bro. So for once, they got rotation for the attackers. They got a couple of midfielders. Their last 2 windows, I think, has actually been pretty good. So I don't really get where you're coming from. Like, I think they've actually got rotation. Spurs have never had any rotation. Let's be real. I think even Deji can admit to that. You've never really had rotation. And now you do have rotation. The last 2 windows of you lot getting Kulusevski, getting Richarlison, getting Basuma, Spurs never had rotation like this. And I think it's very good, especially with the amount of money that Spurs spend. Because Spurs don't spend nowhere near the amount of money that Arsenal spent. So relative to what they spend and relative to what they needed, of course they haven't done everything. I've already said they need another striker. They need another a centre-back. Because Romero is for me, the only top centre-back that they've got at the club. Yeah? Etc. But at the end of the day, they did do a lot. Arsenal, we needed to tackle our midfield. Was Fabio Vieira what we really needed in the midfield? We needed a CDM. We needed 2 strikers. We needed some wingers. Do you know what I'm saying? We needed another right back, the same level as Tierney. So come on, like I don't know. Listen, it is what it is. Everyone's got
I need to respond to my guy Ozzy, who's up in the early hours in Australia. So big up to you, Ozzy. He says, laugh out loud, this guy in the Champions League to make up numbers and his gas. Ozzy, I mean, I respect you on a personal, but you can't say that, bro. You can't say that. Whilst Tottenham are still in the Champions League and we're following the Champions League schedule, you can't say we're there to make up numbers when we've topped our group, bro. You need to just settle yourself and just put some respect on it. You lot keep doing your thing in the league and you lot do your thing in the Europa League. But you cannot say Tottenham are just there to make up numbers. Not when we're winning our group in the way that we won our group. Not that, do you know what I mean? Now the draw is favourable. Hopefully we get a Shakhtar Donetsk, we get a Club Bruges, like that. I don't care. Once we get one of them teams, but we're in the Big 8. So you have to show some respect. I know you don't like it, Ozzy.
Nah, but he's right though. He's right though. You lot ain't winning the Champions League. You are there to make it.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't.
Why can't I?
Bro, let's be real. Did you see Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool?
No.
Exactly.
Does that mean they're going to win the league?
So that means...
Hold on. Does that mean they're going to win the league?
Let me tell you.
Because they beat Liverpool, does that mean...
There's such a thing...
Oh, so who cares?
No, let me explain. There's such a thing called human error, bro. Human error. We're not perfect, bro. We make mistakes. And I'm here on a weekly basis to draw out the mistakes. I'm here to see what others don't see and to tell you I told you so. You can't be chatting that kind of level of smoke, that kind of crap when you're too busy on Twitter and too busy reading the local newspapers. I'm not having it. Yeah?
Bro, you're saying that the reason Tottenham are going to win the Champions League is because of other teams got human error. Bro, Dyer's got human error. Sanchez has got human error. Davies has got human error.
Club Bruges qualified, bro.
Okay, so what? Are they going to win it? No. That's what I'm saying to you. Who cares? Are you going to win it? Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool. Does that mean they're going to win the league?
I think we're in for a
qualified. Does that mean they're going to win the league?
I think we're in for a shot.
This guy, man. We're for the... Do you know what? Yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm going to be nice to you. I'm not going to be a feel that put it to you. You know what? Yeah. At the end of the day, this is what it is to be a Tottenham fan. You got to create scenarios in your head like human error and Club Rouge qualified, so we got a good chance. I understand it, bro. There's methods to your madness, innit? Years and years of watching Tottenham will not win nothing. I get it, bro. I get it. But I got to stick it on you because you've been bare cheeky. This show, you've been hella cheeky, bro. Don't think I see you today, bro. You've been hella cheeky, bro.
No, man. I'm just supporting... I'm supporting the movement. I'm supporting what our clubs are doing. And look, I'm just acknowledging that you're right. You know, I've listened to you and I feel you're too harsh on your team because, you know, you got to walk before you can run. You lot are doing well. You're doing well in the Europa League. You're doing well in the league. And you should be happy.
I am happy, bro. What? Everyone always thinks that I'm mad or something. Like, I'm happy, bro. Like, if anyone thinks I'm mad, go watch my last match reaction. That was the most positive I could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was laughing and everything. Like, I'm happy in it. But ultimately, there is a lot that needs to be done in January.
This guy is deluded. He said, collect the receipts on this man Northside. In May, the cooking session is going to be epic when Spurs don't make top 4 and lose out on Club Brugge. Exeliator, I'm going to go one step further. If this prediction of yours comes to pass, can we invite you onto the show live in May for the cooking session? I would love to see your face. I would love to tell you I told you so. I would love to chop you up. Can we clip that? Because I don't want you to go missing. You're gone on holiday with your family. None of that crap. I don't care. From Wi-Fi's around the world, you can log in on your phone. Because you're the people that I'm here to deal with. Do you get what I'm saying? As for Zar Spurs, you ain't a true Tottenham fan, so get out of the room, innit? That's all I got to say to you.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Unless we sell Davies, Dyer, Sessegnon, Sanchez, Emerson, Doherty, we ain't a good sign. That's facts, though, bro. That's facts, though.
Get out of my face,
That's
man. He's
fact.
right. He's right. But we're making average players work. He's right. We need to get rid of them players. But he's telling me that I'm deluded. You're deluded, bro. You're deluded. You're lightweight. You're weak. One of them weak Tottenham fans. And then he'll be the first. He's the one. He's the Tottenham fan that will be dancing if we win the Carabao Cup. I already told you that if Spurs win the Carabao Cup, I ain't even gonna mention it. I ain't even mention it. If we win the FA Cup, I'm not even gonna mention it.
Is that not you being harsh on Tottenham then? Because Tottenham don't win nothing. If they win it, then why are you not celebrating? Isn't that you not being too hard?
I expect more from my team.
So why am I being harsh when I expect more from my team?
Nah, bro, but you lot are playing in the Europa League.
What's that got to, bro? What's that got to do with anything? What do you mean?
There's levels.
This guy came fully on the wind up, bro. I swear that. Once he saw, we qualified Champions League. That's it now. Rival show. Man's rattling north side. Fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit.
Bucharest Carambas. All right, Chelsea Dan, I can't believe you're still typing, bro. I can't believe Chelsea Dan is still typing. This brother got slapped up by Brighton. Trossard was making Koulibaly spin around like Kylie Minogue, and he's got the audacity to be typing in the chat. Chelsea Dan, I'll come on your show and chop you up. If that's what if you're doing this so that I can come on your show, I'm coming. All right, I'm coming. Stop embarrassing yourself. Stop writing rubbish. I'm coming on your show. Let everyone know I'm coming to slap you up and all them other Chelsea fans in it for all the nonsense. But stop typing, bro, because it's getting stupid. Stop it. Stop it.
Paolo says Aussie and Northside are mad salty. Y'all are dissing a club that was at least in the Champions League final and topped their group. Bro, like, you want me to be happy? Listen, how am I salty? First of all, Deji was the one that was being cheeky, first of all, yeah. Then he come around, then he tried to redeem himself with that, oh, I hope Arsenal win. I hope Arsenal win the Premier League. He tried to redeem himself, but he knows he's been cheeky all stream, yeah. Second of all, cool. Tottenham got to a final. When was that? That's ages ago now. Arsenal got to a final in 2006. So who really cares?
2018.
Bro, when do I ever bring up that Arsenal got to a final and lost just like Tottenham in the final and we lost to Barcelona? I never bring it up. Like, it is what it is, bro. If you ain't lifting the trophy, then it is what it is. It's not really nothing to gloat about. Second of all, you're talking to me about the group. Every Tottenham fan, I even saw expressions, so gassed when Tottenham got that group, saying that they'll definitely top that group. Every Tottenham fan thought that. So when you are struggling, and you did struggle to top that group, it's not very convincing. Just like it wasn't convincing when I'm seeing Tottenham up against Bournemouth. It's not convincing. A Bournemouth, in matter of fact, that Arsenal ripped apart when we faced them.
Bro. What you know? What I don't like. I know we got to wrap up, but I don't like what you're doing, bro. Because I've been trying to show you.
Convincing. You wasn't convinced.
Bro, let's be real. Let's be real, though. What has been my biggest criticism of La Liga, Ligue 1, the Portuguese league, all of them jolting leagues, is that the reason why those clubs are able to do well in the Champions League is because when you play Osasuna on the weekend, you can pretty much play your C squad and then save the legs of your players for the big game, which is the Champions League. Because for the rest of Europe, Champions League matches is bigger than their domestic games. However, when you play in the Champions League and you're in the Premier League is bigger than domestic. So what you got to understand is that Tottenham have been playing matches every 2-3 days. Yeah. So, of course, players are getting fatigued and they're getting leggy. I can't say the same about your team. From when you're able to play Nkiti and be winning, it's just showing you the levels of the competition. You get me? Europa League is not the same level as Champions League. If you were playing Champions League in our group, there is no way that Nkiti would be getting 20 minutes in any of them games because the level is just too high. But you can afford to play your youths because the level of the Europa League is so low. So let's just put things into context and put some respect on my team, please. Champions League is not a joke. Yeah, it's not a joke. I have to remind you. Big boys play in the big league.
So you're telling me Frankfurt and Marseille and Sporting Lisbon are big boys, yeah?
Bro, they make
not even big boys. They're not even big boys in their countries, bro.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
Come
Bro,
on.
if Nottingham Forest win the FA Cup, don't they deserve to win it, bro?
So you're comparing.
No. Answer the question, bro. If Nottingham Forest win the FA Cup, did they not deserve to win it?
They deserve to win it, but Spurs ain't won
nothing. So them teams
won nothing. You're comparing winning the cup to qualifying in a group.
Listen, them teams qualified for the big boy league. They deserve to be respected.
No, there's numbers to be filled. There's numbers to be filled.
Yeah,
not all the teams are big boys.
They're playing with the big boys. And if you're in the big
boy they're playing with the big boys. They ain't the big boys.
Sporting
Lisbon ain't the big boys.
Listen, you get big boy. If you're in the group, you get big boy money, and you get big boy respect. Simple.
So Frankfurt, Marseille, and Sporting Lisbon are the big boys of Europe.
Respect, bro. Respect them.
Yes or no? You answer the question. Are they
any team in the Champions League is a big boy for that season.
You're doing what Arsenal fans do. When we come up against someone like Nottingham Forest, but they were tough. They were tough. When people are like, yeah, it's only Nottingham Forest. Yeah, but they're a big team. Bro, stop.
Bro, I told you that the PSV game against Arsenal, that could have been a Champions League game. I weren't surprised when you lot lost to PSV. I weren't surprised because that is a Champions League caliber side, really. They're not going to do anything in it, but yeah, they're at least group stage. So I have to put some respect on it. Okay, they're not there. You're not there. You know, Barca are joining you and a few other teams.
Maccabi Haifa as well, that's getting piped by my second team, Benfica, right now. Are they big boys of Europe because they're in the Champions League? Come on, bro. Let's be serious.
Bro, does he know about that team?
Come on, bro.
Does he know about that team?
What do you mean? Are they the big boys of Europe? Not within their country. Are they the big boys of Europe?
Bro, Dynamo Zagreb. You know about Dynamo. You grew up knowing about Dynamo Zagreb, bro.
They're not the big boys of Europe, bro.
From Croatia, bro. Come on, let's respect him. I'm just saying, let's not do that.
He knows he's mumbling. He's on a wind-up. You today are on an A1 wind-up today. You're on an A1 wind-up. I swear.
I'm just saying, if you made it to the Champions League, you deserve to be there and you deserve to be respected.
Yeah, but doesn't make you a big boy of Europe.
Fine.
Are you not big? Wait, hold on. Are you, man, big boys of Europe? You ain't won nothing in Europe. Are you big boys of Europe?
Yeah, I think Tottenham is the 10th richest team in the world.
Now you're talking about money. No. You know exactly what I'm
You asked me a question. I answered the question.
No, you're not. You ain't won nothing. You ain't got no history there to say you're big boys of Europe. Even Arsenal are not the big boys of Europe. We're not. We never won nothing there. So are you not?
Hey, Maccabi has been in the Champions League,
London, bro. Let alone Europe, bro. Come on, fam.
Paulo's Marathi, bruv. Maccabi have been in the Champions League more times this decade than Arsenal. Have some respect. That's what I'm trying to tell this brother, you know. Thank you, Paulo. You know, sometimes I'm on my own. I know I'm not chatting rubbish, but these guys trying to troll me, trying to throw me off my feng shui. I knew it. I can't even believe it.
No, he's laughing. He's actually laughing. He doesn't believe the crap he's saying.
Is Victoria Blins, are they in the Europa League? Can someone confirm? Because I would like to see what Arsenal does against that team.
When Arsenal's qualified for 25 years for the Champions League, does that solely make us big boys of Europe?
You were one of the big boys, bro. You were.
No, we wasn't one of the big boys of Europe, bro. You have to win to be one of the big boys of Europe, bro.
Bro, I think.
Of course, you're gonna say that. Of course, you're gonna say that.
All right. I think when you're in there, you have to be respected, my brother.
I can't believe the chest, bro. I can't believe the chest and some of you lot. Like, I can't believe it.
I'm just. It's not even chess right now. Ozzy is trying to troll people in the chat, trying to throw people off.
Ladimus has got a question for you, Dej. You know what I'm saying?
Ladimus has always got a question. Like, what's he saying now?
He's always got a question.
Ladimus is here to troll me right now. What's this? Are Victoria playing big boys in Europe? Why not?
said, why not?
Why not? What's wrong with that?
Bro, this qualification to the last 16, yeah, is just got you overly gapped. Who have you got next? When's the draw?
Bro, are you gonna tell me that Iran don't deserve to be at the World Cup? Who's judging this?
Are they a big international football
Bro, who's making these judgments?
I'm not even gonna entertain it. I'm not even gonna entertain it, bro. I'm not even gonna entertain it, bro. Dej is on a mad one. Dej is deluded. Dej, I was so close to losing my £50 on Spurs winning the Champions League this season. Now surely it's gonna happen, isn't it?
Arsenal man, just transfer it. If you want me to send you my details, DM me, please. I'll send you my bank details from now. Because I don't want you spending it later on, you know, like that. Because I will just hot you up on this channel. So if I were you, I will send that money my way real quick. So yeah.
It is what it is. Listen, people, we're gonna wrap up. Northside, please take this pod and push Deji's greatest hit. I mean, misses. LOL. There you go, Dej. There you go.
There Gary goes again. Gary trolling me.
Aussie Guna, Deji, everyone is easy to get at when it's Spurs. Easy, as you lot are the comedy club of the Prem and Champions League. To be fair, I can't really talk to him too much about Champions League. We ain't really won it either. But I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. Big up Aussie Guna. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Obviously, this Paulo isn't one of my biggest fans because he's already answering saying Victoria are bigger boys in Europe than Arsenal this decade. There you go, then. There you go. I can't even be bothered. You see what you're starting, bro? Irrelevant arguments. You see what I'm saying? This guy, he's trying to deflect, bro. I'm telling you. This guy is world class at deflecting. Listen, people, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share and like the content. Make sure you also subscribe to Deji Spurs' channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so every time Tottenham lose, you can go over there and cook him. Even better, Deji Spurs on IG. Please go over there and cook him as well whenever Tottenham lose. And you don't know, you can already find me every day on here, or almost every day on here. You can cook me whenever it's my time to get cooked. It is what it is, man. It ain't easy.
Chelsea, Dan, I'm coming on your show this week, man. I need to put you in the box, right, real quick. Man. I have no respect for you. I'll put you in the real box. I'm chopping you up, man. So send me the link. Get at me. Instagram. I need to come and cook you on your own show, bro. But Chelsea, Dan, I'm going to warn you. If your team does not come good against Arsenal, do not enter any shows that I'm in, bro. I will be slapping you up show after show. So you best know yourself and know what you're getting yourself into. The world that you're about to enter. Yeah? Chelsea, Dan. So watch yourself. You got slapped up by Brighton and you're telling me about Newcastle. Bro, you've hit your head. You've been watching too much Gangs of London. That's what it is. You've been watching too much Gangs of London with Koba. That's what's been happening, bro. That's what's been happening. Sort yourself out. Everyone smash the like button, like and subscribe. Great show. People getting chopped up. VIDS is getting slapped up as well this weekend. Don't you worry. People getting slapped.
Who have you not got this weekend? What's your match prediction as well?
Yeah, Tottenham at home to Liverpool. Boy, I'm not gonna lie. Tottenham do this the dumbness. I think we could get worked by Liverpool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we could get worked by Liverpool, but I'm gonna go with a draw. I think Liverpool win 3-0, to be honest. Let me just be real. I think Liverpool are going to slap up Tottenham 3-0 simply because Conte now, having gone through to the last 16 of the Champions League, is going to think that this system is working. And because of that, he's not going to play Jed Spence. He's going to play Emerson Royale against bloody Salah. And it's going to be, or Diaz. Can you imagine Diaz against Emerson Royale? It's a disaster. It's a disaster. So
absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see it.
So 3-0.
What happened to the chest, though? What happened to the chest?
Bro, you know what it is? I pump my chest when I need to pump my chest, but looking at Liverpool and looking at how Tottenham play, we're going to get slacked up.
Man's got selective.
Okay, so there's no Diaz. Who's on the left then for Liverpool? So if there's no Diaz, it's going to be definitely Nunez and Salah are going to play. Then they've got the old fogies in midfield.
I don't know, because they've got a couple of injuries.
Yeah, it might be all right, you know. It might be, but I'm going to give Liverpool the win because I just don't trust Conte and his system. If we play the second half like we did against Marseille, I think we got something. But if we do this, we're not going to touch the ball for 45 minutes, then we're going to get slapped up. I think Elliott is a baller, by the way, fair Black London. I think he is a top baller. He should be in the shout to get in England. If you can take Jude Bellingham up, you can take Elliott in my books. I think I rate him that highly. So I can't see our midfield being able to stop Elliott. So on that note, I'm going to definitely give 3 points to Liverpool.
Bro, I'm not too sure, man. This Liverpool team are there for the taking, man. I think they're here for the taking, but I can't even lie. I think that Tottenham might actually win. I think it might be a 2-1 Tottenham. I can't lie, you know.
If we get 2-1, bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take it.
Also, you already know, every week I want you lot to get piped in it. But I actually think that you lot can get out these lot. These lot are shocking, bro.
And what are you going to do? What are you lot going to do against Chelsea, innit?
Listen, for Chelsea, I'm not. I don't. You know, this is the Premier League, man. You know, everyone's looking at Arsenal saying, "Oh, we're definitely going to get the 3 points." I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I do think that we have enough to beat them. I think it's going to be 2-1 Arsenal. I think Graham Potter is still trying to. You know, he's come in. He's come in. He hasn't had a preseason. He's trying to get them to play a certain type of football. You know, obviously got piped against Brighton. Their players, I'm assuming, are going to be trying to be up for it. You know, and redeem that shocking performance against Brighton. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as a lot of people think it will be. And the Premier League is always like that. I'm saying 2-1 Arsenal or a draw, but I'm leaning more towards 2-1 Arsenal. But we need Gabriel to start firing, bro, because it's 5 games and he hasn't scored. So we need him to start firing. But I definitely think, you know, Chelsea can get got at. And that performance from Thiago, their centre-back, flipping hell, bro. That was shocking, bro, against Brighton. So I don't know, bro. Chelsea are a funny team. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. They've been a bit up and down. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure, but we'll see, man. I think it's at Stamford Bridge as well. So, you know, maybe that will help them having the home crowd behind them. But yeah, I'm saying 2-1 Arsenal. We should be beating Chelsea. We should be slapping them up, but we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. Okay. But listen, people, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to Deji Spurs channel. Also, link is in the title of the show. And listen, another week. Tottenham get the win. Arsenal get the win. And we move. It's safe.